Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Logan Borodychuk of Mount Pleasant Football. How's it going?
Good. It's going good.
All right. So we are exactly 1 week away at time of recording, which is the last day of July. At about this time next week, you will be maybe just off your first day of two-a-days. So are
Yep.
you? So how exciting is it to know that the season's right around the corner?
Very exciting. Been working all summer. A lot of guys all winter. A couple other sport guys that play some or run some track or play some baseball are ready to play football and get back to being in the fall and playing with your boys.
Yeah. So I know you're a quarterback. So
Yep.
when did you uh, when did you know that hey, I want to be a quarterback?
I started working with Coach Mack a long time ago. Um, Probably in elementary school. I mean, just throwing the ball and playing catch and just hanging out. I've known Coach Mack a long time, and I don't know. It was kind of just upon me that I was a quarterback. It wasn't pushed upon me, but I kind of just took it in that I was a quarterback. I love playing a quarterback, and I've always known I want to be a quarterback.
Yeah. So going into this season, to know that this is your senior year. Can you believe it is your senior year?
No, I cannot. I mean, it's so fast, so fast. It's crazy.
So going into that year, this year, I know you got a lot of big goals ahead of you, and I'll get to the schedule in just a moment. But going into this senior year, what do you want to feel like you want to accomplish in these first few weeks before you head to that first game? Because you've got a pretty good Saginaw Heritage team that
Yep.
you're heading to in a few weeks' time.
I think we need to get our set in stone like rules, regulations, all that stuff for the program. I mean, a lot of guys already know it with a lot of returners, heavy senior class, but I feel like getting those bonds with your friends and all that stuff, just the basis, is going to be important for these next couple of weeks. And then if you get that stuff down and you start to work hard and that type of thing, the wins will come and you'll be able to beat those teams.
Okay, so how much have you kind of worked with your receivers and getting comfortable with everybody? And I don't know, I'm not sure how many guys you lost, but what's it gonna be like to get to used to, some I know you've got guys you've thrown to all your life, and then of course you got brand new guys that you're throwing to.
Yeah, we've been working 7-on-7 all summer and working out after workouts, work on the turf, and when working on the turf, we work afterwards with the football, and it's just that connection that you get with some of the receivers is pretty important. But I feel like all around we got a pretty good receiving core, and we've been working all summer, so it's already started, and we're already hit the ground running. We're ready to go.
Yeah. So I know that you guys have got the first part of the season is going to be on the road. I know obviously every team, you ask every team and they'll say, "Hey, we'll play anywhere," but
Yep.
but a lot of things are the second half of the year is at home. So what's it going to be like? You get to be road warriors for like the first half of the year, and then a majority of your games are going to be at home than the second half.
Yeah, I think it's good that we're heavy senior led. That'll be good for some of the younger guys that playing on the road. Playing on the road stuff. It's a different bus trip. It's a different routine. It's just how the nature of the game is. So, well, senior led will help. Being a lot of returning guys, couple 3 year guys. So that'll definitely help. I mean, it's not a good year to be away team in the first half, but if it would be a year, I mean, we got a lot of seniors. We got a lot of knowledge, I'd say. So it's a good year to be a first half away team. So we'll see. I mean, we got to figure it out, and I think we will. So it'll be fun.
I know Coach talked about this when we had him on. And by the way, go check out that interview on this channel. We did that earlier today, but he mentioned that a team from Canada is going to be on the schedule. Well, actually, that's going to be the home opener for you guys. But how exciting is it to have a team from Ontario to come in and play?
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's awesome. Senior season is it's all about the memories. It's the one things you do remember. So got a lot of guys look back and be like, "Oh, you're the Canada team. You guys played Canada." So I think it's cool.
Yeah. I think it's St. Thomas, if I'm not mistaken, is the team that you're gonna. It's for a lot of people that don't know, that is one of the top powerhouses in all of Canada. So they've been pretty successful in the day. So that'll be a fun matchup. But you get to start with Saginaw Heritage, and then you end with a pretty good Linden team. What's that going to be like? And then of course your side of the Saginaw Valley League is always a tough conference to play.
Yeah, I think, every team has their guys and every team has their ups and downs, and we just got to go week by week and figure out what we need to do. And if we do that, we'll be just fine. I mean, we'll be another Mount Pleasant football team that grinds it out all year long,
What's
one
it?
week
What
at a
does,
time.
yeah. What's it mean to play for this for the school, for the program, and for for a community as well?
Yeah, it's everything I've ever known. I mean, I grew up watching Mount Pleasant football, and that's all I know. And it's the community, it's the people, it's the friendships, the bonds, and it's playing for the name on your chest, not the name on the back. And it's all of that. And it's kind of interesting because when I was looking for a college too, it was like almost the same thing. Like, how can I take what Mount Pleasant have given me and still get that in the next 4 years of college? And I felt like Central was the same way with the people and the community, and they're very similar when you look at it. But Mount Pleasant's great.
Yeah. Okay. So that was actually going to be the next question because you just said it. Of course, you're not going very far. In fact, you're not going anywhere.
Right?
You are staying right here in Mount Pleasant. Of course, you committed to Central Michigan University. So of course you are. This is of course a town that you've known, you've grown up in, and obviously people know Mount Pleasant football, but just as well as Central Michigan football. Of course, I'm pretty sure you've grown up going to games at Kelly Short Stadium, and obviously two of my family members are Central grads, so it's what is that? What is that like for you to just kind of stay here and just play for your hometown team? And what's it going to be like? I know obviously your big focus is your senior year, but what's it going to be like to go to play for Central and play for Coach McElwain and all that?
Yeah, I think it'll be a great experience. I think it was the best experience possible for me, in my opinion. It's right down the road. Family can be there. I can be there for my family. At certain times when I'm not full 100% Central football, I get away a little bit more than what I would be if I was a couple hours away or whatnot. Which will be good. And then, my grandpa can come to all the games. He's always watched me every game all growing up. So he can come to the games, and I'll be able to slide over to one of my sister's volleyball games, or just stuff like that was important to me. So I felt like this was a perfect place to be. I can continue to play football, continue to play sports, and be right here. And why
Yeah,
not leave?
yeah, why not? I mean, you're not going to be too far away from home. You're not going to be too far away from because for a lot of people that don't know, Mount Pleasant is a very, very it's a big town, it's a college town, and yes, there is that casino down the road,
Right?
but there's just a lot of things about just being a part of, and this is just not playing here. What's it just been like just growing up in a town like that?
Oh, I love it. It's big enough you can go do whatever you want basically, but at the same time you can get away and it's not, loud trains and busy streets and all that, big buildings and stuff like that. It's perfect for me. You get, the town experience to where you can live in town, or you can live where I live a little bit in the country and do whatever you want. So it's great for me because it gives you a little both. It's not one or the other.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey Logan, let's get to know you a little bit. And of course, if you followed this channel for people watching, if you followed this channel, of course, the famous 10 burning questions. So here we go. Um, Logan, how do you mentally prepare for a football game?
Uh, I mean, just that you got to go one play at a time, and that'll get you to the end. So that's you just got to go into it one play at a time, thinking you're gonna win, and not jumping ahead to conclusions that you will win the game, but just preparing yourself to win, and then put one play at a time, it'll get you there.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how well are you at responding to text messages?
Scale 1 to 10, I would say I'm a good 7, probably.
Okay.
If I see the text, I respond. I'm not one of those guys that has the thousand text messages on my phone. If there's a red dot in the upper right corner of the the app, I got to respond.
Yeah. Okay, so this might be a hard question. So the city of Mount Pleasant comes to you and says, we would like you to pick a new restaurant in the town. So what do you pick? But I've been to Mount Pleasant many, many times, and you guys have a lot of stuff.
Like a new restaurant, a new chain or something.
Yeah,
I got to go with Chick-fil-A. We got to have a Chick-fil-A here.
but you don't have a Chick-fil-A in Mount Pleasant?
We do not. No, we got to get a Chick-fil-A.
Okay, we got it. Yeah, that and I'm pretty sure the Raising Canes will be coming pretty soon too. So
Yep,
I
that'll be
get
enjoyable.
gotta get some Texas toast. Um, what is your pregame meal before game?
Pre-game meals, Jimmy John's. Nice Jimmy John's sub after school.
Okay.
Not
Uh,
not too heavy, but a little light
oh,
and
oh
gets you
no.
good enough protein and stuff.
Yeah. What do you do to make yourself feel better if you're having a bad day?
I try and not think about the bad things when I'm having a bad day. I just move on and keep moving forward because there's no sense in looking back on a bad day. You might as well. You can't have a bad day if you don't think about it. So you just keep moving on and do the next thing, and that can make your day a lot better. So focus on the stuff that can make it better, not can make it worse.
All right. How much do you remember about past seasons of football or any other sport?
Oh geez, I remember a lot about past seasons of football. I pretty much can tell you every season we've had.
Okay.
Not my personal experiences of football. Yes, I can tell you my past seasons.
Yeah. Okay. So, to kind of add on to that, is there a game that you're like, "Ah, if I could have one do-over, I'd do something else."
I would look back on the DeWitt game from last season. We played DeWitt in the triple overtime game. I mean, I would like to change the game because we lost, but to be in a triple overtime game against a very good team in playoffs with that many people watching and that late into the night, I mean, it was a great experience. But Coach Mack jokes about it too a little bit. If I could throw the hitches a little bit better, I think we'd have had a lot better chance to win.
Yeah. Okay. If you got to pick one social media app to use and delete the rest, what would it be?
Uh, Shoot, I probably would take Snapchat. I like talking to my friends. I
Okay.
like being social.
Okay. The most controversial question on this list. You have to rank your top 5 fast food restaurants. Now, what qualifies as fast food restaurants? You got your regulars like your Wendy's, your Burger Kings, your McDonald's, and all that. And then you have your premium fast food. That's like your Qdoba's, your Chipotle's, your Five Guys, and all that. And plus restaurants count too.
All right.
You can start with
I
5 or
like.
go up to 1, or you can start with 1 and go down to 5.
I'll start with one. I like Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A
Okay.
is good. The sauce is good. The chicken sandwich is perfect. The fries are great. I love fries. Number two, you kind of said earlier, I like Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's is good. Another chicken place.
Yeah.
It's good
Yeah.
to get. Maybe it could just because we don't have one, and I like to venture out and go get some. But those are both good. And then number three, I like Arby's. Arby's, we have an Arby's right next to the high school, and
Yeah.
I like their roast beef. But there's chicken sliders and other stuff there that their wraps are good. I like to get out and mix it up at Arby's. So I feel like Arby's. Number four, shoot, Culver's. I'm a Culver's guy. I like a good burger.
Okay.
Culver's is up
Gotta go with
there.
the butter burger. Gotta go with the cheese curds there too.
Cheese curds, French fries are pretty good. The crinkle fries, yeah. Culver's. At number five, my fifth favorite. Probably yeah, probably Qdoba or Chipotle. A good little
Yeah.
beefy burrito and some chips and queso is pretty good.
Yeah. All right. What's better, Qdoba or Chipotle?
I'm a Qdoba guy, but I think it's just because it's closer to the high school. It's faster.
Yeah.
I'm not a picky eater, so if someone said let's go to Chipotle, I'm riding to Chipotle. It doesn't really matter,
Yeah. I love those waffle fries, right?
right?
Um, okay, so what is a song you know every word to without looking?
Song I know every word to.
Like song does not count.
White song does not count. Well, the national anthem. know the
Well, there's
national
that
anthem.
too. I mean, that doesn't anything like this has to be a song like by an artist and stuff. Obviously, everyone knows, like that. I should be more clear on
Probably Play It Again by Luke Bryan. I'm a
that. Okay.
country guy.
All right. All right. I'm pretty sure oh yeah, being in Mount Pleasant, I'm pretty sure you've seen your fair share of concerts too.
Yeah,
So
I've seen a couple concerts. Yeah.
okay. All right. All right, last one. If you could say something to your younger self, something you know now but did not know then, what would it be?
I would like to get it. Like, I know that it probably doesn't make sense to a lot of people, but now that I'm a senior, I get it. Like, I get the work, I get what it takes to be out on the field, I get all that stuff. So, like, to be able to look back and to tell myself, you gotta like know it, and it's kind of hard to explain, but it's just like showing up early, getting to bed early, just everything that it takes to be a football player and to be a successful football player would be what I would tell my younger self or a younger kid would be just get it, understand what it takes.
All right. That's good. I like that. Well, Logan, thanks so much for coming on and talking with us, and best of luck this season.
I appreciate it.